we are in the building, our separate
It's
building. Social
Wednesday.
distancing.
I know. Social distancing is in effect. And then, sure, if you're watching right now, we thank you because we know that there is a Verzuz battle on, and we are actually both listening and or watching at the same time as well. So join in the fun. Hang out with us while we finish up the Verzuz battle between DMX and Snoop. What do you think about it so far?
I think it's good. I think Snoop, I'm West Coast Wednesday today. It's West Coast Wednesday. So I represent West.
I mean, I'm all for Snoop. I'm excited.
He brought out joints I ain't heard in a long time.
Right. I think they're doing good.
And DMX comes back with some heaters. We can't count.
Yeah.
That I expect it to be. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is, but it's pretty decent. It's not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. It actually is pretty decent. So
I'm enjoying it. Yeah. I'm sharing a little bit. So hey, go ahead and share it. Say what's up. Share with your friends because we're going to talk a little bit about some music. We're going to talk about some sports. This is the beginning of sports, y'all. We have reached Wednesday. Official seasons are starting tomorrow throughout the weekend. So many of our Vegas sports will be starting this weekend as far as the Aces, USL. Make sure you're tuning in. I got some games I'm looking forward to too. So we've got our guests coming up soon. So that's good. I'm sharing.
Yeah, keep that share alive. Alive.
But what you been up to this week? How's life?
Life is not normal. That's what life is. Not normal. We're walking around with these doggone masks on, trying to make it appear like it's normal, but it's not.
No.
And I need everybody to get out of their head that this situation that we're in right now is not of any kind of normalcy. All I ask is that everybody just stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Let's work on this.
Stop social distancing in herds. There's so many apps everybody can go on to do video chats. It's not even funny. So if you can help yourself, try not to get out there too much because it's some scary stuff going on. It really is.
Well, Texas, Florida, Arizona. I mean, it's pretty insane. Shout out to everybody that's checking in first. Sorry, I was sharing and I wasn't, giving up props. Thanks, Tara. A-Train is in the house. Guru's in the house. Yeah. So
Guru's in the chat. They're not in the house. They're in their own house.
You're right.
And they are staying socially distancing
together.
And I appreciate y'all love for doing
yes.
Yes, all the fellas. Thank you guys.
Yes.
Thank you. Salute.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys all the time. Your constant support. Sharing is caring. It is definitely sponsorship day. If anybody wants us to shout them out on the show, or you want me to advertise your business, guess what? We can do that. We can change the banner from
video. We can
play a commercial break, whatever. And we can change the wallpaper to your business. We can do all kinds of things. So email us, girlchatsports@gmail.com, and holla at your girls. We could get it rocking for you. Help with business.
Exactly.
So we have a guest. He is a regular to our show. We like his antics and we like his commentary. And we love when his eyes get big in the camera and he has something to say. So what's up, BS? BS is in the building. Bring him on in. BS, your eyes get big in that camera with them glasses, honey. I love it, though. I love it.
Look at the fly hat, though.
I'm waiting, and I hear his eyes get big. I'm like, what? My eyes not get big? Oh, yeah.
I love it, though. I like it, though. Yeah. That's when I know you're dead ass. When you're dead ass, it's like right in the, that's what I know you dead ass serious.
So
now,
all of us are, big fans of fashion, and style. So I'm rocking this hat, and it's the middle of July because you might take a close look. This hat is a beanie. Okay, or where I'm from, we call it a scully.
Yeah,
scully. Right.
Okay, because as we know, in the fashion world, all your fall stuff comes out July and August. So
yes,
all
it does.
our East Coast viewers, hey, you better get with this now before holler at Mel and Mo how you can get. This is a quadruple extra large. But I'm letting everybody know, y'all.
It's amazing.
So get it lined
But it
up,
fits, and that's all that counts.
Boom.
It's
Just letting
amazing.
you know. So, yeah.
And shout out to all
Yes,
the fashion weeks right now because they missed out on a very important fashion week, which is the Girl Chat Sports Fashion Week, which we will feature today with our model BS rocking the nice Scully.
Rocking it hard.
I call it Scully
There you
too.
go.
I call it Scully's and beanies. It's either or. You got your Timbos
Okay.
on too? You ready to lace up the Timbos?
Dead ass.
Dead ass,
Mom?
you ready to? I knew it. Dead ass, you ready to do that?
I
know.
cannot. I cannot.
I'm about to give me
I'm
some
ready for
Timbos
battle,
too. I
though.
want
got
some.
my camouflage on. Camouflage.
Okay, that's Mel's favorite thing.
So me and BS are gonna have our own verses when I return back from Seattle. We're gonna have a camo versus battle. We're gonna see who's got the most camouflage items in their.
That'd be me.
No, it's not.
Ooh.
Arson.
Who's judging this? Who's judging this?
No, you
guys
are
gonna go
good.
live?
You gonna be our
I'm
judge?
the judge?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, you can? I mean,
we just don't count. We just don't count to see, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
I like that.
Wait, the funny thing is, the first thing Melissa said was, wait a minute, you can't have no like real woodsman camo like hunting.
No hunting camo. I'm talking the woodlawn camo, maybe a little military camo, but that's about it.
Yes, I love it.
I feel like somebody's mic,
stylish
is
camo.
somebody's mic catching something? I feel like I feel
That's y'all.
feedback. Oh,
Is it
okay.
mine?
Yeah, you ladies were popping. Your mics were popping.
We were popping before we got on. Let's see.
Yeah, y'all.
I'm gonna check
y'all
mine.
Keep it popping. Y'all keep it popping.
What if I take mine off?
Yeah. So much better.
No, I put yours back on.
Better.
No, yeah.
Okay, I'm out of my headphones, so was it me?
I don't know. I feel like it was when I don't know. I feel like it was when BS got on that it started popping.
Nope. I've heard it the whole time when you guys your intro. I heard the pop.
Yeah, somebody commented saying nice sound, Melissa. I think it was Arlington. I don't know if it was casting or what. Cause he started having a laugh emoji after it. He was like, great sound.
I don't know. I think you should have. Oh, maybe it's my sound then. Shit, I don't know. Maybe you need to put yours back on. I'll take mine out.
I mean, can you not hear me, or you can hear me good?
You gonna figure this out? No, I still hear popping. I don't know.
I don't either.
Yep.
I don't know. Well, I guess we just gonna pop it. I guess we're gonna be popping this episode. Shoot.
All right, y'all snap.
Or you get back out and
I can't. I feel like I hear better.
So real quick to comment on the verses that's going on right now. I have not heard it. I have not seen it, but I was not excited about it. But all I've heard is that it's pretty good. So I'm gonna watch it later. Like
it's better than I expected.
This is not one I was excited about.
Right.
I love both artists separately, but I just think they're on two different levels. Like Snoop is always at a like 7 to 10, and X is always like on a 12 to 24. So it's good.
It is.
You know?
But it's a good versus. It's not bad. Like it's better than what I expected. I'm with you on wanting to see PI. I'm with you on
that I want to see.
Like that one I'd be ready for.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
I think that'd be
even Tip or Jeezy. I don't mind if it's regional. I was expecting to go with E40. I was gonna wait for Southern Cal to do Bay Area. I want that because that tugs at my heart when I have Bay Area and South. I'm a West Coast girl. But and then Mac Dre Day was yesterday, so shout out to Rest in Peace Mac Dre. Bay Area.
Okay. You know, I think DJ Quick versus E40 then would be a good one.
Oh,
that's what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at
DJ
that
Quick
either.
and E40.
Yeah, shout out to KP that's on for Sports Life Talk. Mel, you good over there?
I don't know. I keep feeling it popping. It's driving me crazy, but I don't know where it's coming from because I was hearing it even when I took my earphones out.
Yeah,
I hear it too.
Does anybody have Mo? Do you have something next to your phone?
No,
is there like a?
Phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't hear it as much now.
Anyways, I mean, I hear it. No.
Yep, I hear it when you said it.
Well, we could tap out and tap back in. Our audience.
We'll just go.
All right. So basketball, that's NBA. I can tell you that I caught some of the Pelicans and Nets game.
You
and
have a bunch of scrimmages?
Here's the thing. Yeah, well, here's the thing about the NBA. I think once they get it figured out, the NBA won't have a problem without fans, because you realize these dudes play pickup games like this all the time. You know what I mean? Like, this is their deal. Out of season there, and Lifetime Fitness and Cali playing these games at much intensity. So I think if the network plays it right with the camera angles and getting the other shots and make sure they get proper music licensing and everything, I think we'll be fine. With the NBA. That's just my thought. So the game that I watched, though, it had a weird camera angle, and it was like some weird wide shot where it looked like a spy video, like Belichick was checking out the NBA or something.
Well, don't they have more camera angles too now because of there being no fans? I know Major League Baseball was going to have that, but I didn't know if that was for basketball too.
Well, it looked like there was a couple different shots, but see, I think what happens is when you don't have all those people to fill up that space, you got to be able to do quick cuts and do something with the lighting. So it was a little weird because I saw one game where it looked like a dude was shooting a free throw in the dark almost. So I think they'll get it figured out, though, because it's just for the visual, the optics. I think they'll get it handled. So I think NBA, as much as we hate not being able to be there and getting that vibe, I think they will be all right. They're going to lose a lot of money, with the sponsorships and endorsements, but I'm sure they're negotiating those as well. They'll figure out a way to pull it off. NFL, on the other hand, without fans in the NFL, that's a rough one for me.
Well, some say
that's going to be rough.
It just depends on the state and the governor and all that. Going to be. But I know some people chimed in saying the NFL have 14,000 fans. I don't know. See. But tomorrow,
I don't know. But talking about
NFL, tomorrow. I'm excited about my doubleheader. I got Dodgers and I got Lakers.
Oh dear.
And I don't know how I'm gonna flip back and forth.
I still have a problem with LeBron in a Lakers jersey. It still doesn't seem right to me.
He's in one.
Every time I see LeBron in that Lakers jersey, it just don't seem right to me. Even on your shirt, it don't. It's fly, but him on the court, it just hurts my feelings a little bit.
Oh,
I'm old. I'm Showtime. Hey, it's just what it is. But wait, real quick though, in the NFL, did y'all see T.O. and Tariq Hill run the 40 and the 100?
Yeah, he barely lost out. Yeah.
Right? Okay, first off, for all the ladies and for men who like men, I don't discriminate. When T.O. took his shirt off, I know people were like, what the? Like, this dude 46 and still look like a freak of nature. Like,
yeah, he does.
Chad Ochocinco was still in shape too. But yeah, T.O. looked like an alien. Like, ridiculous. So
hey,
I think
so it sounds like maybe we need to remove somebody, or I'll remove and come back into the live. So let's try that. I just want to try that real quick.
I'll try to come back in.
Okay.
Now?
Hi, can you hear? See, look do you hear it now?
No, it's BS's. He's messing with you.
Because me and you, I think, sound fine. So if anybody's watching,
I got Verizon, and I have a iPhone Pro Max 11. Like, there's no excuses for my end to be saying crazy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think you were fine with your earphones in. It was definitely him.
I couldn't take it with the
because
earphones.
We sound fine now.
Well, if you take the headphones out, it's not as bad as having the earphones in, because I hear it too much in the earphones.
See, thank you, KT's he's like, we sound fine. I sound fine. For me, it just sounds better because I don't hear the echo when it's on my speaker of the computer, because I can't use my phone since I got to hold the whole thing down.
Mine's going to be an echo, though, because I can't hear that. I can't hear that. That's good.
Let's see what happens. Nope. It was definitely you.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Because you got off and we were fine.
Okay. I've heard that before, actually. So.
You got jokes.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
dead ass.
All right.
Right? Dead ass. That's going to be the day. Dead ass.
So, I'm just telling you. So, okay, whatever works. Blame.
Hey, I think we're back in it. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-oh. I don't know. I can't. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't hear it anymore. So whatever works.
Hey, but let's talk about the Hard Knocks because I know this is my favorite thing in the world, and I just found out that it was going to be back on. The Hard Knocks is coming August 11th. The Rams and the Chargers.
Are they doing it? I heard they were going to do it.
August 11th is the premiere.
Wow. Okay.
Let's go.
Do
Let's
a little
go.
dance.
Rams.
Okay.
Rams. Yeah. Chargers. Who am I excited?
Well, because they're both in the same arena, so it's kind of like the 2 for 1.
No, I got it. But I'm not excited about the Chargers. I hate to say that, but I'm just not excited about
I agree with you. I'm not excited about the Chargers either, and I don't care. Ain't no sorry. Yeah. We dissed Heather enough today, but I'm just telling her I'm not into the Bolts like that. But she rides with them, so good for you.
I'm not. But I think that, when people write teams off, that means they have a great chance to come do some stuff. So, hey, no problem. Maybe they'll come and do some stuff. Probably not. But
I mean, it's a good teaser to watch and get ready for football. I mean, that's cool,
And it's good for the West Coast. It's great for the West Coast.
And we'll see the ins and outs of their inner personnel and all that good stuff like we did with the Raiders one.
Their losership. Wait a minute. Hold on. I've been checking y'all out. I want to let y'all know something. I don't know how many Patriots fans we have out there. I don't know how many Cam fans we have out there. But Cam Newton is about to make me break my rule. I have a rule where I won't buy a jersey of a living player. Like, I won't buy one to wear one. I won't do that. But Cam Newton, I might have to get me a number 1.
Patriots jersey?
Look,
a few people are trying to go after it.
I'm going to tell you this. Cam Newton. See, people write people off too fast. Cam Newton was an MVP. He's been in the league, almost 10, almost 11 years maybe. He got to the Super Bowl. Then you're going to write this dude off? Like, just because he was hurt? This dude is a physical.
Okay.
Man, he's a GQ cover model. It's like, give me a break. He's hungry. And they already talking smack in Boston about don't bring that stuff here. We ain't about that. So Cam gonna need all the help he can get. So I think I'm gonna give.
Well, they gonna have a very.
I won't wear it in public.
Well, they're gonna have a very disciplined in Foxborough. You can't play those kind of games. And I can't believe that you just sat up here and said GQ model.
I mean, yeah, he was. He was on GQ.
I mean, but
GQ,
I don't dispute that he wasn't. I'm questioning why he was. He is not a style icon. He is not a style icon. He is not a style icon. I'm sorry. In the league, he is not a style icon. He is not. I would say OBJ is more of a style icon than Cam Newton. Cam Newton's trends, I'm sorry. Those trends are not working for me. Those scarves and the Hermes and the hat. No, it's not working for me.
Here we go. Are you ready? Now, don't forget, Cam just started doing his hair like this. OBJ is on the radar. First off, I hope you're sitting down. OBJ is the most overrated player in the NFL. The only reason he get all that love is because of the market he is in. He made one sexy catch. Is he a good receiver? Yes. Does he have any rings? Has he been to the Super Bowl? No. He bleached his hair, and he can dance, and he can drop it. Whoa. Whoa. He can do all that with his boy Landry and them, but no. He's overrated. Overrated. If he wasn't overrated when he went to the Browns with his brother on the other side, boom, explosion. I think not. So OBJ, no. And OBJ don't have his own style. He just gonna throw this on. It's like he going to a Spencer or a Hot Topic, and he's like,
that is incorrect, sir. Because he's such a style icon, he was probably one of the few featured athletes at the Met Gala last year. He's the only one because he is a style icon, and they recognized him on his style. They wouldn't have invited Cam. Cam could have put on the Tom Brown skirt. He could have easily put that skirt on. But OBJ, they selected him because of his style. He pushes. He's a better pusher.
Let's rewind. If we were going to do a fashion show, if you're talking about somebody that's really on the runway, you're going to take OBJ or you're going to take Cam? You're going to take Cam because you could put a towel on Cam and he's going to still look great. You know what draping. You could drape something on Cam. He's going to make the clothes look good. It's just like Kim Kardashian. The only reason they make Kim Kardashian like a model because she got the fat bottom and she is Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is like 5'2". You know what I mean? She don't make the clothes look good. They make the clothes for her. Cam just makes stuff look good. I know about the.
I need my Nordstrom people to tap in anytime they're ready to, and all my fashion folks. I need them all to tap in right now. Because I don't get it. We're gonna take a vote on this later on the show, like of people just putting up on number 1 if you think it's Cam, number 2 if you think it's OBJ, and we'll see what they say.
Here's the deal. Take everything that you would put on OBJ or Cam, make it size appropriate. It's always gonna look better on Cam. Always.
I disagree.
Always.
I disagree. Because of the size of OBJ. He's a slimmer build than he is of Cam Newton, so a lot of things hang and drape well on him. He can wear a lot of things that Cam cannot wear, and Cam tries very hard, but it's not working. Now he may have $1 million worth of labels on. I'll give him that, but it's just a matter of him putting it coordinated together. It's a matter of you coordinating together.
That's OBJ. No. Okay, here's the deal. I'm fly as hell, but I'm 5'9.5.999.
That's not true.
If Cam wear the same stuff I wear, it's going to drape different.
Right.
It's going to drape different. That's what I'm saying. So OBJ, he got to get it. No, okay, we'll get off of them. Back to football.
But we'll have everybody vote on that. 1 if it's Cam, 2 if you think it's OBJ.
So we've already got 2.
Becker saying 2. Yeah, they go on with OBJ. Come on, style me out. Thank you, everyone. So we move right on along.
Whatever. Don't be trying to
Couture. The guy's wearing Tom Brown. What are you talking about, Couture? Okay. All right.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
So another football news besides the Hard Knocks coming back on August 11th, we also have Antonio Brown retiring officially. Again.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take a drink to that.
Okay.
Take a drink to that. Players taking to Twitter with the hashtag we want to play. So, guys want to play, but there's so far NFL hasn't set any safety regulations other than they're going to test every day for the first 2 weeks of training camp. But that's it. That's all they have.
Yeah. Well,
don't you think it's like getting a little bit too close to home now, where we need to start having something in place? I mean, come on, guys. Like, I don't know where
they're pleading with them to make it safe for them. So I mean, what else are we gonna do?
But it's like, what's the holdup? Like, what are we waiting on? What are we? I don't.
Maybe it's their helmets with the mask in it that they have those prototypes going around. I mean, maybe I don't know.
And all they're worried about, and it sounds like
a football game.
Right. Well, and then they're trying to have no preseason too. So can you imagine?
Which is
that's fine, but you're also thinking about how do you cut from 80 some players to 53 having no preseason games? How do you deal with trying to get through I guess game related techniques or possibly.
I'm sorry. You got to know your talent. Jimmy Johnson.
You got to have preseason.
You need to have at least one game.
Jimmy Johnson watched all that. Jimmy Johnson being the winners coach, and I hate the Cowboys, said on the show not too long ago that preseason was useless to him because he had that eye and knew the special players that he was going to keep and that he didn't need. He said preseason was a waste of time. It was an utter waste of time. And some coaches that have that mentality, they don't need a preseason. You know your talent through the training camp and the trials. You know what they can do. Henry Ruggs, they're showing Henry Ruggs as fast as he can be for a wide receiver. They're showing practices with him that are unbelievable that we didn't even expect to see out of a Henry Ruggs for the Raiders. So again, we're looking through all of these different things in their training camps. You necessarily don't need to have a preseason. You're giving people
I'm not saying having all 4 games every year is needed, but there definitely needs to be something.
Right. So I would vote for instead of 4 games, 2 games.
2, maybe,
minimum NFL.
Yeah.
The only thing, the thing that scares me about preseason, of course, is injury. Other than that, I don't worry about it because practice speed and game speed are 2 different things. So preseason, even a scrimmage and a preseason game. Preseason game is really full speed, game speed, guys trying to win their job. You know what I mean? It's a different mindset. So
it should be the same mindset through the training camps. Well, it's going to have to be that same mindset through the training camps. You're going to have to come in with all cylinders.
But I don't stutter. You apparently wasn't listening to what I said. You need to have them because you have, check it out. Mike Tyson even said it. He said, everybody got a great plan until they get punched in the mouth. Okay? So practice all you want, but until you're in a game situation, when somebody not on your team is trying to hem you up, you need that. You need that. So Jimmy Johnson is the one coach that said that. Unless they do something on a scale with scrimmages, then They need at least 2 games because
like that's Melissa a fair assessment. I will say 2, but I won't say the full 4. I think the full 4 is still kind of a drag. I mean, if you can't get them out the first 2, if you can't see them out of the first 2 to split your teams up, then But before we even get into that, 95 players on the NFL team tested positive for COVID.
Well, they changed it to 59. So when I don't know if someone with dyslexia had maybe flipped it to begin with, but that's
still a whole team. That's still a whole NFL team. That's still a whole team.
Out of 365, and
squad is 55 players. 48 make it. It's still a whole squad.
Did it with 0 with 365.
That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, here's the deal. The one thing about the players testing for it, so I'm not concerned about the players. I'm concerned about the fans because the players, let's face it, with the money that they have and the money they're going to invest in testing, if somebody's got it, okay, they infected, quarantine, treat them, whatever. It's the masses of thousands and thousands of people in the stadiums that I would have an issue with because they've already shown, like with the NBA and the bubble. First of all, people are forgetting the average age of an NBA and these NFL players is like 28. You know what I mean? So they don't have a regular civilian mentality. You can't tell them what they can and cannot do all the time. And after they play their game, they're ready to. Like that's why they got the bubble hotline. They like, man,
the snitch line.
This person, I can't. I'm a high motor person. I got to do some stuff. I got to get out. And don't forget, with high testosterone comes high libido. You think they ain't sneaking nothing into the bubble?
Oh, the girls are there. You think the girls ain't in that bubble? They there. Come on.
I don't know if they with them, but I know they getting swabbed.
If they can sneak to get an Uber Eats, they definitely can sneak to get some work in.
Well, have you noticed there's also been like 2 or 3 players that have left for family emergencies. I'm wondering how many family emergencies happen every time. I mean, we're only like a week into it, and there's already been like 4 players leaving for family emergencies.
Well, that's the PR scapegoat of I don't want to play or I don't want to be in this bubble.
Right. And that's ridiculous. Like you need a day off, so you're gonna go take, and then you have to go quarantine.
I mean, this whole season is gonna be load management. If someone gets COVID from the team, do you think they're gonna shut some of these players down? They're gonna have to quarantine all this stuff. We don't know what's gonna happen with this season starting. We're happy that we're having at least 1 game pop off or 2 games pop off tomorrow. And then we'll see what the weekend brings because let's be clear, the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, those game schedules are loaded. Like everybody else is playing on the Friday. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
So all it takes is one person to get sick. And if it happens, then what do you do? Everybody got a family emergency then. I mean, we don't know. We just don't know what's going on. We all shut it down. We just don't know.
They got to shut the studio down.
They do. It's crazy. But I do like the court. Big ups on the court. Big ups on seeing everything with it. It's dope, but yeah.
The court's okay. I thought that they could have done better. I feel like Black Lives Matter could have been like across the entire court, not just on the top little like sideline of the basketball court. I mean,
that's fine, but I don't want it to be. I mean, the distraction is not coming from that anyway. A lot of these players post-game interview are talking Black Lives Matter, and shout out to all of them that don't want to talk about the game, don't want to talk about practice, but they want to talk about Breonna Taylor. And that's going to be the message and trending going forward.
Is it on every court? I only saw the one court. Is it on every court?
I think it's on every court.
I think it's on every court.
Every court.
Okay.
But it's on the top, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's where I saw it.
Yeah.
It was very conspicuous, but of course, it's supposed to be, I guess. It's supposed to be conspicuous. So.
Yeah.
But
if they saying in the we will see. I mean, I'm looking forward, like I said, to tomorrow, Lakers versus Clippers, 6:00 game. Let's go. We'll see what it does. But I think it's gonna be a whole season of load management with the excuse of family emergency. Huh?
Are they playing a preseason game tomorrow?
No, it's an official game.
No, on the 30th.
They didn't play today.
They play. Oh, I'm sorry. They play, preseason game tomorrow. Lakers,
your
Clippers.
Dodgers play tomorrow. The season starts for the Major League Baseball tomorrow and the NBA.
I know Dodgers play, but the Clippers play Thursday too. I thought. No, check it out. I thought
the season doesn't officially start till the 30th.
I know it's a preseason game, but I'm saying I have Lakers and Clippers tomorrow at 6. and then Dodgers at 7 for their season opener.
Got you. I don't know.
As I said, I don't know how I can flip back and forth because I want to see. And again, this is just not the start of the season, but this is just a prequel to seeing what's going to happen next week.
Okay, hey, who do y'all think in the NBA? Who y'all got for Rookie of the Year?
Well, everybody's looking at Zion, so I guess that's who we roll with, right?
I ain't asking everybody. I'm asking you. Who you
I
got?
mean,
we haven't had this season yet.
So they're not. Are they even doing a Rookie of the Year? Because I heard they're not even doing an MVP of the year of the season.
Oh, really? I mean, but everything is, sports is all up until now. So,
but if I'm asking hypotheticals, I'll roll with Zion. Not.
Yeah. No, I like Zion. And I know he came. He came out
late,
of quarantine.
But he
tight and right looking deep.
He sure did. I was worried about him.
Yeah, my man Ja Morant. Am I saying?
Oh, Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Man,
I think him too.
I like Ja Morant.
I like that.
Did you notice how? Do you notice how skinny Carmelo is now? That he's freshman 15 Syracuse.
Oh, his arms are skinny.
Everything is skinny on him. He's tiny guy. He's not the big guy anymore. He's like Syracuse coming out.
Yeah. Melo.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. He been out there running. He been chasing. I ain't gonna comment. Baltimore cat. I ain't gonna.
Here's the crazy thing. Everybody's looking at. Oh shoot! I lost my train of thought. Never mind.
I feel you. Somebody just chimed in. They said Ja too Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. Ja Morant's nice. He's cold. He's cold.
The thing is that we can't even say nothing because we haven't seen nobody play yet. I mean, we really haven't.
But they're talking about up till March 11th. It's all hype. So they gotta hype it up from that point on.
Yeah, of course.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will. I'm looking forward to it. WNBA starts on what Sunday? Our Aces are playing. They're playing Chicago Sky
Saturday. So Seattle actually is playing New York. We're going to see Sabrina against.
That's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be real good.
We'll play against the Sky, so that's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game too.
So they dropped Alex Bentley today, or waived her. I'm just trying to figure out why. I haven't seen any story as to why she got waived.
Especially when it's usually a 12-person roster. So now, what, you down to 10 players?
11 players. Now we have 10. I don't see what the point. Are they picking up anybody? Oh,
yeah, his phone was messing up. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just feel like maybe I don't know if there's. Can you pick anybody else up? It's kind of like late. It's kind of late now to be picking other people up. But I just found it odd that they had done a whole bunch of, they had her for media day, they had her for all these things, and then today she gets waived. So I don't think it was like
maybe it was a medical, maybe it was something COVID related.
Oh,
and we don't want to talk about it. You never know. I mean,
you never do know
because some are getting waived now in a medical. And Kathy Engelbert actually was on CNN because Elena Delle Donne. Yes, because Elena Delle Donne has made her voice very loud and clear about her Lyme disease and how she is very concerned about playing this season with a pre-existing condition that she sees fit. And so Kathy Engelbert's argument was the fact that their medical staff has looked into it, researched it, and it didn't seem like the Lyme disease would be an issue with COVID. And so therefore they weren't trying to waive her. But if she decides to be waived on medical, the anchor person asked Kathy, would they still reimburse her or pay her? And they said they would. So it's now up to Elena Delle Donne if she wants to go forward or not.
Right. And I think the article I'd posted last week had mentioned that she would still be able to get paid through the Mystics because she was doing still some of her rehab for her injuries last season. But that was it was upsetting that she had to get it that way versus just getting paid because of a medical issue as to why she can't be playing.
Right. Exactly.
But I don't, it's a tough call.
It is. I mean,
what about the Blue Jays? So the Blue Jay, here's the deal. NHL can go to Canada and have their bubble at Toronto and Edmonton. However, the Blue Jays cannot play in Toronto per the COVID outbreak. So now the Blue Jays are having to find another home. It was reported first they would be going to Pittsburgh to be playing there, and Pittsburgh said Pennsylvania was like, no, that's not happening. So how does that work then? That the blue, I guess, because the Canada, they're not trying to fly any other teams through there. I guess maybe for the season wise goes, because baseball players are still having to travel.
Weird.
They don't got a bubble like other places.
No, they don't. They're going everywhere. That is really strange. I didn't even know that, to be honest with you. You just now telling me it's first. That's odd because, well, Canada's different. So maybe they have to go to Vancouver.
They're safer than us, so I would rather be there.
I know. Maybe they
I get that it's.
Maybe they have to find a place domestically U.S. because they're going to play U.S. teams anyway. So maybe it's that back and forth that they're denied. I don't know. That is
I just
very
don't know
strange.
how these teams like Major League Baseball, like the USL, are still able to travel and maintain, their health and safety measures when they're not in these bubble atmospheres like the NBA, the WNBA, MLS. I mean, all those guys have.
Maybe because it's an outdoor game versus the indoor games are a little more. I don't know.
But I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's because I don't know. Maybe because it's more about I don't know. Don't get me started. But congratulations to you on getting your Mariners cut out.
Yay!
To where, to have placed in the Mariner Stadium.
And shout out to my boy Weeks, because he mentioned that apparently if a ball gets hit and it hits your cutout, they mail you the ball.
Oh, that would be nice. Now, what would be cool is that the cutouts, we could have the cutouts designed where they had a camera within the cutouts and you log on and you can look through the visual of your eyes of the cutout and actually be on the field looking like you're watching it in real time. Wouldn't that have been dope? That for $30 for your thing and $2.99 for the Dodgers thing.
That's what I was saying. Everybody was like, wow, you got one. I was like, calm down. It was the Mariners. It was $30.
Yeah, $30. Yeah, that's nice.
But I'm hoping because my picture was I think my picture was cute, and I feel like I should get put somewhere along home plate just so that people can see me.
Yeah, did they have a price range that? Because the Dodgers, if you pay more, you get behind posting. It's just $30, no matter where.
Yeah, I mean, there was an option for you to put if you're a season ticket holder, blah blah blah. But I'm not, so I didn't put that. But it just seems like it would be. It would be interesting. I'd be intrigued to know where I get put. And I also do one for the lights. However, I submitted 2 or 3 pictures because I didn't know what they approved or what they didn't approve. So I guess we'll see. I haven't got a notification as to.
I tried to click on the link. I couldn't follow it. It kept showing up cash on there.
Well, you'd have to add it to your cart. Okay, so you add cash to your cart. You pay for it. They send you a link that says, "Hey, upload your picture." So
okay, so that's what I'll do.
Then you upload a picture.
That's what I'll do.
I want to be able to share the picture that they chose, but I haven't got anything back yet. So I'm hoping that somewhere, somehow, it's decent.
I'm sure.
But I think it's an option for people that can't be.
I think it's a great look, and for $30, you can't beat it.
Yeah,
you cannot beat it. So I go with it. I think it's great.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Right. I like that we have a clear line right now because there's no static. But I hate that BS is not on here.
Yes, bring in the funk to the show.
BS had it popping, literally. But I like him. I hate that he, had to tap out on us. But I don't know. You got to get right and tight over there. That Metro PCS ain't, it's not where it's at. Where it's at.
That is not the place to
I think he's still on either Metro PCS or he's on an AT&T flip phone or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Maybe he has. What's the bad internet? I mean, here's the deal. I have Cox, and we all know that Cox is probably one of the better ones out in Vegas. And even I've been having crappy time with my signal sometimes. I've been having to switch a lot.
Maybe, but he's living in the 90s anyway with that Public Enemy in the background. So maybe it's just a 90s phone he's got. I can't figure it out. He's got SkyTel over there. And
put the Blue Jays in Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
It would be nice. I mean, I just find it so odd though that you're going to host all these NHL teams, yet your baseball team can't be there. I don't know. What do you tell the fans? What do you tell the season ticket holders?
This is not a new normal. This is not normal what's going on right now. I'm really freaking out. I'm having anxiety at this moment after you telling me this because we are in a time where everything is so strange. I don't have an answer.
Well,
my new thing for 2020 is I don't know.
Someone had posted those bubble things that you're.
Oh yeah! Shout out to whoever that was. I would get one.
I would get one too if I could go to the game as long as I had this little bubble thing around me. Done deal.
Me too.
And especially for Seattle, like in most of the seats there, you get rained on. So it's perfect for the weather too.
Yeah, that would be excellent.
I think it'd just be funny to watch people walking around with those things on.
They'd be like the bubble boy. But I mean, I think it's funny if everybody walking around with a mask on, to be quite honest with you. I am not used to this. This is crazy to me. Like, we're meeting up at places. I'm going to work, fly as I can possibly be, and I have a mask on. This is the first time I wore lipstick in 3 weeks because I can't even wear my lipsticks because I have a mask on.
Yeah, I know. This is my one time a week to put makeup on. So
I haven't done it. I've been trying to look at eye makeup tutorials to make my eyes pop a little bit better because I have no lipstick. Like, this is such a crazy time. So my answer to everything is I don't know. I really don't know because we don't. Like, I just don't know.
You have no idea.
You have no idea. I don't know why Toronto's doing what they're doing. And then also, not for nothing, we've got more NFL scandals going on. We got a Redskins scandal with sexual harassment.
Well, sorry,
and then we got an owner.
Washington,
Washington, because they're no longer Redskins. So Washington. But at that time they were, when the accusations were made, it was from that time. So let me be more PC on that. And then you've got Woody Johnson. Woody Johnson for the Jets.
Yo, tell me about what happened with this, because I didn't think I caught it all.
What with who? Woody Johnson?
Yeah.
So basically, I guess he's been saying some very racially insensitive things. Like, I didn't know Black people get a whole Black History Month. What's the point of them having a whole month? Like, rhetoric like that. Making commentary. Yes. So Jamal Adams did tweet today that we need to move swiftly on this in some kind of way, because this is a call out that it's not, he's not the guy to be owning a team with that kind of attitude. And he's made some very inappropriate, derogatory comments towards women. So not only is it misogynistic commentary, but it's also racial commentary. That's just not good.
It's like, why? When will you ever learn? That's what I want to know. Is when will men ever learn? And what bothers me is that there's the guys that are like, oh, well, if you really, I mean, there's times where I've been sexually abused or assaulted.
Report it.
Report it.
Don't let it pump up your ego.
Yeah, I mean, that's
what it's doing.
And like, here's the deal: people that are reporting that usually are in a place that's full of women. You're the one guy working there, so of course you're going to get it. That's like the one woman working in an office setting full of men, or at the sports arena full of men. You're most likely going to get it. It's all about how you handle it.
I feel like it was those transcripts. If you did get a peek at them, it was like an episode of Mad Men. Like, it was just really bad. And it doesn't matter the length of time of women coming out with these things. I feel like, there's trauma in everyone. And sometimes when something it's a breaking point, it's a breakthrough moment. And you just decide to express how you feel because you feel perfectly safe in telling your story now. You don't have the threat of your life hanging over your head. You don't know what kind of power these men had in that boys' club. There were probably things like, we'll follow you, or we'll hire somebody to follow you. Like, we'll do, and you don't know. You just don't know. And so we'll have to see how that kind of unfolds. But yeah, like, men, if you're out there being sexually harassed, I'm waiting for that to come out. I want to see the opposite. I want to see men report some inappropriate things that women do. But most of the men that I know of have expressed, like, I don't know why they're doing it. I've had this happen to me. It's like, why didn't you say anything? It's just as bad. Why didn't you say anything? Like, why didn't you feel that you had to hold it in? Did you feel like your job was in jeopardy, that you couldn't talk? Or you thought that maybe it was flattering and then it just got misconstrued or miswired, like, literally. And I mean, sexual harassment doesn't have to be sexual innuendos.
They always want to try and flirt, Well, if you're going to flirt with them and you get something back that you're not comfortable with, well, then you need to watch how you conduct yourself anyways.
And if it comes back wrong, then report it. If you feel offended, like, hey, I just was being friendly, and you went to the whole X-rated version of what I was saying and threatening my job over it, or holding it over my head of blackmail or whatever kind of power thing you get, you need to report it. What's the problem? You're not going to feel less than a man. You're not going to feel emasculated if you don't report it, okay? You're going to be just fine.
Crazy ownership. Atlanta Dream's co-owner is back in the news again, Kelly Loeffler. They have not, who apparently the WNBA is not going to do anything about as far as her being a co-owner. They're going to let that slide. But she had mentioned, I don't know if it was like today or yesterday, but that the WNBA's support of the Black Lives Matter movement could make some fans feel excluded.
Maybe it does. Maybe people have those attitudes.
Why does it matter? I mean, you don't think Black people have been excluded for a long period of time already? What does it matter if the WNBA's support of Black Lives Matter movement is an issue? I just don't get why she's still around. Like, why are we still allowing her to have these comments?
Yeah, I need them to step up and do the right thing with her ownership and just really, really call the task what it is. And I wouldn't be mad if the Atlanta Dream girls or the women would say, "Hey, we're not playing for you." And I know it's a two ownership, actually three, because it's a husband and wife couple, and then her 3 partner ownership. But still, like, how do you do something that? You have to act on that. So everyone that's in Atlanta, probably protest, do whatever you got to do to get her out of here, because that attitude is just not the right. That's not the attitude that we want right now for what we're at. We're at a time right now where we have everybody's attention on and awareness on things that have happened to Black people in this country. And we don't need someone to negate from that or distract from that or say anything else that's going to be disparaging to the movement. So we need to just keep staying on that. And hopefully we will see. Maybe Kathy Engelbert is getting inundated with emails of people saying call to action. So maybe they are going to act on it. But with the season starting, I think it's kind of a thing where you can't, I don't know if the rules are different than the NBA, where like a Donald Sterling was yanked out mid-season. I don't know if you have to wait for a season end to vote someone. I don't know what the rules are, but I just want to see some action, to be quite honest with you.
We're not seeing it with her, unfortunately.
No, sad but true.
But hey, other than that, arrest the cops that have murdered Breonna Taylor. That's all.
Yeah. In the meantime, Girls Chat Sports, Mo and Mel. We had BS on our show, who was dead ass having the static issues. And he tried to act as if he was not.
As if it wasn't our issue.
No, like it wasn't our issue. But can we talk about that Mookie Betts contract? Like, the baseball money is ridiculous. So he gets $365 million for the next 12 years with the Los Angeles Dodgers, with a $65 million upfront signing bonus.
380 total, I think it is, or something like that.
Yes, and a combined.
But 13 years. We thought 10 years was a lot for some of these guys, but now we got 13 years. Like, think of all that's happened to you in the last 13 years.
And no championship to show for it. So bring a championship, Mookie. That's all I'm saying. You're a terrific outfielder. You're a 4-time All-Star. You're MVP. You're a world champion. You know what it's like. You've got the skills. You've hit in the scrimmage games. You were hitting homers. You and Jock Peterson just the other night. Big ups to that. I mean, we just need to keep that momentum going, and hopefully we can actually get to a fair series and win. Yeah. And speaking of which, the Astros have been getting hit with balls.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, they are getting hit with balls. We do play them in their home field coming up this week. But it wasn't until September that I was going to troll Natasha and my cousin Willie out in Houston with them coming back to LA. So we'll see what this game away does with the Astros. We just need to bring that heat.
Well, because
I wanted to get hit badly.
Astros creamed I forgot who they played, but it was like 15-6. But Altuve got hit, Bregman got hit, and then one other guy. They all got paid.
Yeah, they all got paid.
How much more are we going to see about this kind of stuff?
Oh, they got a ways to go. We got 60 games. 60 games.
They're probably happy that they don't have to play in front of fans. Could you imagine if there's actual fans out there having to deal with the Astros too?
You're very right. You're very right on that. They got very lucky. Who doesn't get the punishment of boos? Like, it would be a sea of boos. Like, yeah, they're lucky they don't have that.
We got a question from Quentin. And make sure you guys check in with them at Beyond. What was it? Beyond? Why am I'm blanking out? Sorry, Quentin. Beyond the
Quinn's Beyond Sports or Beyond the with Natasha and Quentin. Thank you, Quentin. Beyond the
question. How do we feel about baseball contracts being so long? I have an issue with long contracts in anything.
I don't think so, because the longevity of baseball is totally different. And for his position being an outfielder, you could play baseball till you're 40. That's why I always was a groupie for the baseball guys, because they had the big fat contracts.
Right.
They had the longevity of playing without injury, without serious injury. There's no CTE or any of that kind of stuff. You can play up till you're probably 40. And even if you don't play, like a Bobby Bonilla or a Prince Fielder, who hasn't played since 2016, but still gets residual money from his contracts, even if he doesn't last 12 years or 13 years, he's still going to get paid.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
beyond the game, beyond the game, I got you. Yes, beyond the game, like beyond the.
My
keep
thing
thinking
is,
of Beyond Burgers.
Right now, for him, for the 380 for 13 years, it's like 20 some. I don't know the exact, like 26 or something for the year. Now that sounds good now, but when we get to year 9 and everybody's making like 50 mil a year, because it's not going down.
It always goes up. Yes, true.
Goes up. So you think about what you're settling for now to have a fat contract over 13 years, and in 5 or 6 years, you're going to be like one of the mediocre paid players possibly by that time.
Possibly. I mean, but he's still gonna get a bag, so it's
not still get paid. Okay. I mean, it's still guaranteed, so you can't be mad at that. I just feel like, I mean, out of all the sports, for sure, basketball is the one that you could do 13 years in and not have much of an issue. Now, Mahomes doing 10 even in Kansas City seems a little far-fetched, but
I honestly don't think those players are going to stay with him in those 10 years. I really don't. I feel like.
Well, no one does. It's almost impossible to keep a team for that long.
And I know tight ends don't make a lot of money. They don't get drafted too much money. But at the same time, if Travis Kelce or George Kittle, as nice as they are, get offered super money for another team, they're going.
Yeah.
I don't know if they stay. It's the business. It's not personal. They would take them. Oh, gosh. And then they said because Mike Trout is the highest paid baseball player, so Mookie comes right after him. But their combined salaries was like $806 million. Or $860 million combined.
I can't.
That baseball money is just ridiculous. It really is. I always said if I ever had sons, put them in baseball, soccer, volleyball.
And it's international.
Something where we can go international or Olympic team. Mm-hmm. Anything we can go Olympics on. Basketball is just too highly competitive. I know it's great, but if I can get them on the other side, if you can run, catch, throw, hit a ball, let's go out on that baseball field.
All of that.
Yeah.
All of that. The Major League Baseball also is going to allow like some social justice messages and patches for opening day.
Yeah.
BLM was one of them. I'm just curious to see how many, but there's already been a lot of players that are kneeling for the anthem, which is great. Even one of I think the Giants manager. The
Giants had one. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I love it. Just keep the movement going. Let's not fall flat from that message. And we got people that's down for us.
I do have a slight issue. And I don't know. I have to check. But when I was looking at the WNBA's jerseys, how they were able to have a person's name on their jersey, like Breonna Taylor. When you looked at the jersey and you saw some of their pictures, it's like on the bottom of the jersey, correct? So when the players tuck in their jerseys, because you have to tuck in your jersey before you get on the court, guess what disappears?
The name. So what do they have their name above? I think that's what they had, like their name above.
Their own name is up here.
That should have not been the case. It should have been one team be Breonna, the other team be Taylor. Have those jerseys that say that or whatever, different names if you could.
And I'm trying to make sure because I want to double check on. Yeah, because I know on Sydney Colson's one that she had posted, it had said it had the name underneath, right? And so I'm curious to kind of know what's going to happen. I don't like that. And now that I think about it, it makes me more mad.
I mean, here's the deal. I wasn't expecting the teams to be the messengers for this.
No.
We need it to be verbalized. We need it to be in interviews. What the NBA players are doing a fabulous job of not talking about anything of sports, but the message. So if the girls can get on page doing that I'm fine with that because that's what you'll see. Them flashing the name and stuff, it gets missed because you're so focused on just the game. So you're not thinking about the names anymore. But if we verbalize it and we're talking about it and we're having these conversations in pregame or postgame interviews, then that's more of a more impactful message that knowing going in, every time we're going to ask you a question, we're going to talk about why these cops ain't been arrested for murdering Breonna Taylor.
Well, yeah, and I think that's important too, is that they are taking that time to be like, you know what, like there was Paul George, I think it was today or if not yesterday, who was like, I don't want to talk about anything except for social justice issues. So
yeah, Tobias Harris. I mean, all of them. The young guys are stepping up, and I appreciate it.
And that's a good way to keep that going.
It is. It's an excellent way. I mean, I really didn't care about the jersey thing. I honestly thought it was kind of a passive move, to be honest with you. I thought it was something that was more, if I say, whitewashed. I didn't think it was something that was definitely us. I think
I didn't like it for the men. I did like it for the WNBA to be able to have that. If not,
I like it. I like that.
To give them the attention I think they also need for women and to be supportive of the women who have died and have been killed and have murdered. I think that was important for me. But now that I realize like where the placement was, that just
irritates. That's the thing. You can't just have that and then they don't have a say in how they want it. Yeah. I think that's what I'm more upset at, like this pre-approved list of here's what you can put on the jersey.
Right.
How about I not? Because again, there's women that people probably don't even know. We don't know that need that attention too. You know, and
there's been a lot of trans women that have been killed. I mean, there was I think like 5.
There was a trans person that got killed the week of George Floyd.
Yeah, and like 4 subsequently right after. Yeah.
So it's a lot of movements that all fall under the BLM umbrella. And it's just, we need to just make sure that they verbalize it. That's what I think I'm probably more waiting to see if they talk about it in the press game interviews.
Yeah. I am happy for Russell Westbrook though. And his clothing line that does have, you know, partnered with the NBA or NBPA, I guess, to have like a shirt for all of them during practice. And it has "We Honor" with all their names on, like everybody's name.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
I love
that's what you want to do. I love that too.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those shirts we can't get, but you know, that's okay. Because guess what? We have Girl Chat Sports shirts and we have hats. And it's not too late to get your black hat or your white hat or your fancy visor. Yes, an updated version of the visor.
I'm going to be wearing mine all while I'm floating rivers in the next week. Like just floating rivers. I can't wait. Okay. It's too hot around here.
It's very hot.
We will have a show next Wednesday still. We are going to discuss, I believe, hockey.
A lot of hockey
is coming up. So we got to deal with that. And can we also talk about the Jumpman logo being on the
I'm loving that. And it looks really good on that Chicago Bulls jersey. And dare I say, I might have to buy a Chicago one too.
I might want a Kobe
because I feel like that's the one. I feel like that's the one. That Chicago Jumpman is the one. I feel like that is the ultimate one you need to have. Like
I just want to see if they'll do like a throwback of Jordan on the new Jumpman Bulls jerseys.
Ooh, I don't know. That would be good. But I'll take that Jumpman on that Bulls one. That was nice. I'll take it all day.
Heather, she joined the chat. She got a hat from us. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Heather. That was very nice of you.
Maybe she could wear put it on her Chargers fan cutout. Here's the deal. Are they going to give us the opportunity to be cutouts at our football games if there's not going to be any fans?
I mean, they probably will, but I don't want to pay that money for it.
But I'm wondering if there's going to be
$300.
I swear that's just your Dodgers. I don't know. I mean, of course the Mariners are crap. So $30, and there was only one.
The Yankees are. Yeah, I can only imagine what the Yankees are.
Right. I mean, I don't know. Dare I say the Astros or?
I'm not. Who are we talking about now? The Stros?
Oh,
they need to be half price. They need to be $15 at that point.
Here, you want to talk about the supreme pettiness of why I love. Here's the deal, and it's sad that the NFL does not have the same kind of leadership and people in their organization that like the Major League Baseball and the NBA have. Anthony Fauci is going to throw out the first pitch.
I know he is. He is going to throw out the first pitch. Yes.
Like in DC at the Nationals game, Anthony Fauci center on the pitch. They're on the first.
Yeah.
First. We need Fauci better than anything else in this world right now. I think
we need Fauci. We need to hear from Fauci.
And I hope they give him the mic for a while too, so we can just talk some more about stuff. Because
I know I really am looking forward to tomorrow's games and seeing what this looks like. And I pray, I really do, that it pulls off and is successful. I don't want anybody else to get this again. I don't want anybody to be inflicted with this COVID. Like, I want it to be where they can just play, be good in the bubble and all that. Hi, Cassandra. Shout out to Sportsnista.
Yes. Sportsnista.
Shout out to Levels Podcast. I have a great show. Yeah, I just don't want to. I want it to be. I want it to be good.
I love it.
He shouldn't be throwing out the pitch. He should be out. He should be preaching to us.
I mean, I'm sure he'll probably have gloves on and a mask and doing everything proper.
I doubt he even makes it to home plate. It's gonna be cute, but it's just something because it's current to where we're at.
I just love it. It's kind of like a 7:45.
Such a crazy time.
You know, it's amazing.
I think it's cute too. I'm not.
Not gonna be mad at that. The Redskins might be the Sentinels, but I don't know. How does that Washington Sentinels? It sounds like a hockey team. It sounds like their hockey team. It sounds like
a AAA minor team.
Yeah.
Or a hockey team. The Sentinels sound like a hockey team.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. What happened to them doing the one with the
Red Tails or
with the famous?
I think it's because they're trademarked. I think the guy trademarked all these names, and so they have to go through the whole trademark issues with whoever the attorney was.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can get to our girl power moments. There was
yes, Alyssa Nakin. Yeah, Alyssa Nakin. She's like the first female baseball coach, and she's actually on the field coach. So you know how sometimes for the San Francisco Giants, so you know how sometimes the guys, you'll see the players hit the ball and they go to first base or second, and they have a coach out there talking to them and that kind of thing. She was doing that, and she's been with this organization since 2014.
She's 30.
She's 30 doing it. That's dope. That's dope.
Amazing. That's girl power right there.
It is. And she's been with this organization since 2014, and she was doing a whole bunch of other different things in their marketing, their operational department. Like, she just moved up in the ranks and got her position out there. And she comes from an athletic background. I think she went to Sacramento State University or something like that. And so I'm all about Alyssa. She's dope. I'll take it. She's dope. I think it's fresh.
There's also Washington, unknown name still. They hired Julie Donaldson, who's expected to be the first woman to be a regular member of the NFL radio broadcast team.
Oh, nice.
Major things over there too for her.
And shout out MLS possibly getting an all-girl ownership with one guy for an LA-based U.S. women's national soccer team.
Really?
I am all for it. Natalie Portman's on deck.
Shut up.
Jessica Chastain. You've got people all in the entertainment industry that are females. And then you have on the business side, all females except one guy. And then you also have one other aspect, and they're trying to form a group where they can own an LA U.S. women's national team, pro team. So I hope that works out, because Serena Williams is on deck with that too, with all of the entertainers. So that's going to look really nice if that happens. Shout out to that.
It'd be cool. I would.
It would be. I'll be good.
I would try to get a LA run.
I'd be an LA soccer fan.
Right.
I'd be a fan all day.
All day, every day. Well, any last mentions or words for you, Miss? We've gotten to our hour. We lost our guest.
I know. He was popping though.
I appreciate Teddy Riley moment in like a major way.
And he kept texting us on the phone like, oh, it was probably my Wi-Fi. Oh, it was this. You've had this problem before, sir. And I should have sent him the Verzuz kit over to his house and had him do a sound check before everything was over.
Right. Come on.
That's what we got to start doing with our guests. We got to make sure that we send them the sound kit, test it out, make sure it's good, and then we can we can continue with the show. But we do appreciate him tapping in with his opinion of the fashion, which he lost. Thank you for everybody that voted, because we all know OBJ is that fashion style icon. Cam's a big guy. That stuff's not fitting him right. I'm sorry. I'm seeing it all the time.
Like a skinny pant or a skinny jean, because his legs, he's got
huge quads. Like, this stuff is not normal for him on that. Like, it doesn't fit him.
Just because he's like a height doesn't mean that it's draping.
It's like, not draping. It's not.
180, 190. That's that draping kind of figure.
The easy build, like somebody fresh,
like
ready to wear.
Guard, you know.
Yeah, like a point guard. Or a goalie.
Like
a soccer goalie. Like Tommy. Yay, he's so ready to wear it. We miss Kel. We wish him the best this opening season. Yes. But he wears stuff right off the rack. He's so easy. He's too easy. So that's what you want. You know,
I don't get those luxury benefits.
Even Francis Ngannou. Francis can wear ready to wear. Like, it's not too much tailor that Francis needs. He's definitely a big guy, but I would give him more of a style, iconic style, because I am styling him. So I would give him them props more than I would a Cam Newton. I know that part. Yeah. And we have to get Francis on. We have to work on that. So, Markel, if you're out there listening, we're on you. I'm about to be bugging the heck out of you. And big ups to you and your Moves podcast. We're going to shout that out because you guys can check him out on Spotify. And all the other shows. That's
Beyond the Game. Thank you. Yes. Sports Life Talk. We love those
guys.
Thank
you. Yes, absolutely.
Sit down with them again next month.
Yep. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So we appreciate you guys. We'll be back again next week. Sorry for the difficulties earlier, but we'll be back again next week and we will check for you then.
Yes. Until then.
Bye.
Peace out.
Oh, wait, hang on.
What? Somebody saying something?
No, I don't know what I was doing.
You're stuck at check. Bye, everyone. We appreciate you. Thank you so much in the group. So we're out. Peace out.